here with co-host, studio engineer, and arm candy, Chris Gully. Hi, Chris.
Hi, who the heck are you? Where'd Barb go? Oh, there you are.
There's the reveal.
Okay. Okay.
So that is a callback.
Yep. Totally not weird at all. All right.
To our last podcast,
Yes.
where we talked about the season 4 of Bridgerton.
Yes.
And just wrapped up in February. And this was the Cinderella story.
Uh-huh.
So we have Benedict Bridgerton, who meets the love of his life
Yeah.
at a masquerade ball.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And she has to leave just like Cinderella at midnight.
Yeah.
She's got her mask on. She goes. And Benedict doesn't recognize her, even though they come in contact,
Yeah.
quite contact,
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get it until the very end.
Yeah. So this is my rant.
Yeah, okay. Go for it.
So, come on. You can't pick out who this person is because they're wearing something over their eyes. As a child, I used to watch, Superman reruns with George Reeves, and even as an infant, a child who knows nothing, it bugged me that the guy would put on his glasses and no one would recognize him like at all.
Right.
And so anyway, that's my. I have a problem with that.
Yes.
Okay.
You did mention that the facial recognition skills back then were not too good.
Yeah, we must have evolved since then.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But that premise always seems to
Yeah.
be popular.
Uh-huh.
Hannah Montana. I'm
Yeah.
talking to you, Rachel.
All right.
Anyway, so we're back.
Yes.
And speaking of podcasts, that last podcast,
Yep.
we ran into a few challenges.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, first of all, we were kind of getting over these allergies, seasonal whatevers,
Yeah.
and scratchy voices. We also had a power outage at the studio.
Yeah, like at minute 12,
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
And, of course, the staff's awesome. They put us right back up.
Yeah.
They said, go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll edit.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? It wasn't that good.
Take two.
We'll start over.
Yeah.
And we'll just kind of go with. And it turned out okay.
Right.
So today, but we did have one sort of mishap. When we set up everything again, sort of missed where the microphones were.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of an odd placement, kind of covered up.
Yeah, it was hiding your face, and I had no idea who you were at all. It was like, who this microphone, who's that mystery person behind it? All right.
Oh, very good.
All
Very
right.
good. All right. That brings us to March Madness.
All right.
I'm not talking basketball.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But mostly our podcast.
Yes.
And, all right, a little bit of crazy. But today, we got a lot to cover.
We do.
And hopefully we'll get through it. If not, we'll
figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yep.
So today we plan to cover St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about the Irish goodbye.
Yes.
And we're going to pit it against the Midwest farewell.
Okay.
The latest Tuesday tea and tome.
Mm-hmm.
The fortune tellers of Rue Daru.
Okay.
A Russian tea room in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have time, we'll talk a little bit about thrifting.
Yep.
And also something that became very popular.
Yes.
Kind of overnight.
Yes.
And that has to do with your sweater.
The sweater I'm wearing, yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm going to try not to get overheated here because it's a very good sweater.
I know. You rock it.
All right.
But first, tea.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, so today we are sampling what I call Plan B.
Okay, yes.
So this is Russian Earl Grey from Verdigris Tea Room in Hudson, New York.
Right.
Together with Empress Grey from Stash Tea. Let's take a taste.
Okay. Oh, it's good. It's trying to figure out what the kind of the finish is. I mean, it's got kind of the citrus thing happening, but it finishes differently, and I can't quite figure that out.
It does. So they both have very similar ingredients. They have the orange, of course.
Right.
It's a little stronger. Russian tea tends to be a little bit stronger.
Oh, okay.
Lemongrass, and they both have lemon oil.
Okay.
But it's not overpowering.
No.
I don't think.
Okay, yeah. Right. That's what it is. Kind of that lemonade.
Yes.
Thing.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
what it
Yep.
just took me a minute to kind of figure that out.
All right. Well, very good.
All right.
So the reason I call this Plan B is because I wanted to have a Russian Earl Grey to tie in with our Tuesday Tea and Tomes.
Right.
And I ordered it from Whistling Kettle.
Yes.
Also in Hudson Valley, New York.
Right.
Where we visited with son and daughter-in-law back in 2024, Matt and Jenna. And it didn't come in on time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we'll have that in a future podcast.
Right.
But this also brings up the opportunity to talk about these tea blends that happen.
Yeah.
All right. So Bestie, Pam, this was a while ago.
Right.
She had mentioned to me that, when they run out of certain teas,
right,
they'll combine them with what's ever left.
Right.
And some turn out okay, some aren't that great. And she just wondered if other people did that, which I'm going to throw out today.
Yeah.
Because our son, who's a big tea drinker, Rob, he will
he'll do the mix and match.
He'll do the mix and match. And we had one the other day. It was very good.
Yeah.
But interested to hear what people think. It's
give us your best blends.
That's right. We'd like to hear that. So I'm throwing that challenge out.
Very good.
All right. And I want to draw your attention to my teacup.
Yes. Oh, there it is. Yep.
That is from Russia.
Okay.
And I can even show its authenticity.
Yeah.
It says
a little higher. Yep.
Made in Russia.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So I purchased this at the DIA.
Right.
Detroit Institute of Arts.
Right.
Back in 2012, we went there with Rachel.
Right.
They had a program called Dining with the Czars.
Yes.
And it was by historian, her name is Daru Goldstein.
Right.
And she talked about what it was like to dine with the Czars. And do you remember?
Well, so if I'm remembering it correctly, one of the observations was because Russia had so many servants,
labor
so much labor, as often as not, each diner at who was dining with the Tsar had their own personal, sometimes two, people that were taking care of them specifically.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
That was
it was a little.
That's full employment.
Right. It was a little jarring, and you see all this opulence.
Right.
And the other thing that was left an impression was at the very end, her last slide.
Right.
Is this family? This these peasants or really poor people. And they're all sitting around this table with nothing but a potato.
Right. Yeah.
And you just go, there's the contrast.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Time for a revolution.
Right. Yes, which we're going to talk about.
All right.
But I just wanted to, just as a side with my teacup.
Right.
So I had the opportunity to buy a Russian teacup.
Right.
A lot earlier.
Yes.
Back in 2001 when we were in Finland.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
next door.
Yeah. So this was a family vacation, and we were visiting my extended family.
Right.
They live in Vasa, and it's a Russian settlement.
Swedish. Yeah, I knew where you were.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for correcting that.
Yeah. You're not Russian.
Yes. So I got Russian on the mind. But, so I guess I just changed nationalities. So, yes, it's a Swedish settlement in Finland.
Right.
And they took us to the market square on the weekend. And they have like a big...
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Lots of vendors, all kinds of things that they sell. And this one woman was selling vintage porcelain in China.
Right.
And she had this beautiful teacup, and I looked at it, and it was made in Russia.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, no, I'm in Finland.
Yeah.
I want to buy things.
What were you thinking?
Well, as soon as I got home, I did say, what the heck? I mean, how much closer can you get to Russia?
St. Petersburg is down the road.
Really. And what do? I wait a decade later, and I buy it in Detroit.
There you go.
Well, had no problem there. All right.
You got a story out of it.
All right. So I guess we all have missed opportunities.
That's right.
But last podcast, we had Victorian Earl Grey because it related to the latest tea and tomes, which was the Secret Book Society took place in Victorian England.
Right.
This one, I wanted Russian tea to relate to our latest tea and tomes from last week.
Right.
And that is the Fortune Tellers of Daru.
Okay.
What a riveting tale.
Uh-huh.
And it includes some of my favorite things, historical fiction and a tea room.
Okay.
Yeah. And it also has some mysticism, a little bit of the occult,
Yeah.
which is not my genre at all.
No. You are not into witchcraft or the dark arts.
No.
Or anything like that, right?
No.
Just wanted to clarify.
Yes. But the representative from Penguin Publishing asked me if I would like to get an advance copy of this because she knew I liked historical fiction and tea rooms, and I had done reviews before.
Right.
One was the Social Graces.
Right. Uh-huh.
That big. It was a historical retelling of the big rivalry between Carolyn Astor and Elba Vanderbilt.
Right.
Bingo.
Yeah.
On your card, another Gilded Age connection. But the rep sent me this email saying, would you like an advance copy of this historical fiction tea room?
Mm-hmm.
And I said yes, and I will tell you, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So this takes place in Paris.
Right.
Mostly in the 1920s.
Right.
So this is a little Russian neighborhood. In
Russian emigres from,
yes.
From post-revolution, getting out of town.
Exactly, exactly. So we have, in this neighborhood, you have all types of society and some of the fallen royals and aristocracy, post-revolutionary. But it goes back. It starts, they have these ties that kind of goes back and forth. But one of the main characters, her name is Valya.
Mm-hmm.
Valya. Mm-hmm. And she is in Russia. This is pre-revolution. And she has a relationship with an owner of this kind of cool bookstore.
Right.
He's murdered.
Uh-oh.
They had a baby before, of course.
Yeah.
And she had to survive on her wits.
Yeah.
And she parlays this fortune telling. Some of it she taps into what she believes is real, and some of it is performance.
Yeah.
And she does rather well.
Okay.
So eventually her and her daughter make their way to France, and eventually they get this tea room in Paris. A few murders, a few seances later.
Okay. A lot going on.
Yeah, they have this, there's this mystery. Who done it?
Right.
And suspects are living and dead.
Okay.
And this book was written by best-selling author Olesya Selenkova Gilmore.
Okay. Oh, all right.
And I'll tell you, the way she weaves these real persons with these conjured spirits, it just all seems perfectly normal.
Okay.
Or shall I say, perfectly paranormal.
Okay. Ooh, all right.
All right. But I loved this story. I really did. And I posted it. It's our most recent Tuesday Tea and Tomes. You can find it. And I put it on the blog, and then I also posted it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
It's the Barbs Tea Shop Tea Service Facebook page. And my great tea friend, Barb T, said, this would be a great book to read before going to the Russian tea room.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So the last time I checked, the last time she and I went there together was April of 2018.
Okay.
And this is part of a monastery.
Okay, right.
In a very suburban neighborhood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is Harper Woods, borders Grosse Pointe, a little bit of Detroit.
Right.
And they offer this afternoon tea with a Russian flair. So it has a lot of the traditional things like cucumber salad.
Right.
But while we were there, they had borscht soup.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A little salmon salad, and then paprika-infused chicken.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And, of course, I had tea there. Russian tea tends to be a little bit stronger, but they serve it in these beautiful glass teacups.
Okay.
With like the gold tone holders.
Yeah.
And the inside is also Russian influenced decor. When we were there, they had a picture of Tsar Nicholas II.
Right.
And they also had a collection of samovars.
Okay.
I think we have a picture
Shall
here
I,
of
flip over?
Yeah.
All right.
To the Russian tea room.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So I want to mention, though, samovar is also the name of the tea room in the book.
Ah, okay. Ooh, all right.
But in our BTS Tea Talk, Tea Customs Around the World, shameless plug.
Yes.
We talk about the way tea is prepared in a samovar and a bit of its history. And so if you can see, you can see the glasses, those really pretty glasses. You can see Barb and I having our tea fair, and then the samovar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
And with the samovar, like the big part is is kind of the kettle. Oh, hey there.
Yeah.
And the that's where you boil the tea,
the
water,
rather. Right.
And then at the top, there's a little vessel, a little teapot, and tea's put into that. They make a concentrate.
Okay.
So then, when you're ready to have the tea, they pour some of that tea from the teapot into your cup, and then the rest is hot water to dilute it a little bit.
All right.
And tea kettles, around World War II, the electric tea kettles were much more popular. People started putting those samovars away.
Affordable.
Yes, more convenient.
Right.
But now they're passed down as heirlooms, and they've become a lot more collectible.
Okay.
Interesting.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
So I will say, back to this book, I really did love it and highly recommend it. If you want to know more, check out our Tuesday Tea and Tomes. From Russia with Love to the Irish Goodbye.
We're all over the place.
We are.
All right.
A little bit of shift of geography and traditions.
Right.
So top of the morning to you, Chris.
Hey, Faith and Begora.
Yay.
All right.
So last week we celebrated St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
When we were in the studio last year around St. Patrick's Day, we talked about our trip to Ireland in 2012. We were in Dublin.
Right.
Some of the highlights, the Kilmainham jail.
Yeah, they had a tea room.
They did have a tea room.
Right.
Every place has a tea room. We traced some of your Irish family roots.
Yes, we did.
We went to Waterford. We went to Blarney Castle, Blarney Stone.
Right.
And so we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's also in some blogs. But this year we focused on the Irish Goodbye.
Yes.
Chris, with your ancestral ties to Ireland, are you familiar with this term?
I am.
Why don't you tell us what it is?
Well, I think it's basically you just get out of a social event without saying anything. You just leave.
You just leave.
Yeah.
And it may seem rude on the surface.
Right.
But according to at least one I always say tea etiquette, one etiquette coach.
Right.
It
depends.
It depends. It can be acceptable. So this was in a Wall Street Journal article last week.
Right.
This was a lifestyle essay written by etiquette coach, not me.
Yep.
Still waiting for the call.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is Alison Churperdick.
Okay.
And she defends the practice of leaving a party without explanation, although she is quick to point out this really isn't necessarily exclusive to the Irish.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
In fact, they note that many in Ireland are just unfamiliar with this term.
Yeah.
And although the concept may be universal, it depending on the country, it's bestowed to different nationalities.
Right. Yeah. Whoever you're looking down upon.
Right. That's so true.
Yeah.
This is funny. So in England, it's referred to as the French leave.
Okay. Yeah.
And the French, in turn, call it filet l'anglais.
Yeah. Okay.
And the Germans attribute it to the Polish.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. How about that?
That's amazing.
But in spite of the origin, one professor from the University of Dublin, Dr. Fitzgerald, she's a professor of Celtic studies and folklore. She affirms that while the Irish goodbye is an unfamiliar term in Ireland, she understands its roots.
Right.
Because in Irish social culture, they value warmth and informality.
Right.
And of course, we got that in spades when we were there.
Right.
People are so friendly.
Yeah. You're a long lost cousin.
Exactly. Yeah. So they aren't big on ceremony, and these elaborate goodbyes can feel forced or uncomfortable.
Right.
But is ducking out without a word an acceptable alternative? And our etiquette coach says, again, it depends.
Right.
All right. So if you're at a large house party or a packed reception, wedding reception, leaving without saying goodbye can almost be the most polite thing to do.
Yeah.
Because for one thing, it can be a little disruptive.
Right.
And also, you're going to save your host and hostess that that relentless, revolving door of goodbyes.
Yeah.
So you're giving them a little bit of a break. However, if you're at a very intimate small dinner party, you should say some parting words.
Yeah, well, or put on a mask and no one recognizes you.
Yes. Who left? We don't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know they were here.
Right.
Okay, so as I like to say, to ghost the host would be rude.
Yes.
But with all of this, Chris, can you determine what makes a proper protocol for a farewell?
Well, I think it depends on what you're trying to steal out of the house. So if it's like a spoon or something, you can just keep it in your pocket. You can talk to them. If you're, you can kind of take your time. If you're taking their TV, you got to leave like right away.
All right.
Was that wrong?
We're not getting invited to any more parties, I think.
Right.
All right. But, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she just says if your appearance, if your departure is not going to be noticed until the next day, go full throttle Irish.
Right.
Bye.
Yeah.
But
yes.
if there's if it's going to be glaringly obvious,
right.
you need to say a few things.
Right.
And that brings us to the Midwest goodbye.
All right, here we are.
Okay, so this is the counterpart to the Irish goodbye.
Right.
The Midwest goodbye. Very elaborate.
Yes.
And there's a picture we have?
Yes, I'm going to put that up. All right. Made by my dear sister?
Yes, yes. So I'm faithful to my roots as a Midwesterner.
Yeah.
And I embrace this
and
kind of unknowingly.
Right.
But what happens is, it starts with that whelp.
Yeah.
Statement,
Time to go. Yeah.
Time to go. And then there's these, a few layers of hugs.
Yeah.
And there's the hand on the doorknob conversation.
Yeah.
You're getting close.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes in extreme conditions, I have followed our children out to their car.
Yeah.
And my daughter, Rachel, sometimes maybe I hold her hostage a little bit in the hallway.
Yeah.
And she pointed this out, and she found this Midwest goodbye recipe online, and she sent it to me, and I said, this is hilarious, and it's also a good warning for our guests.
Yes.
So as they're leaving with our spoons and TVs.
Right.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So anyway, Kara, I asked her if we could put this on canvas, and that does hang on our hallway. So be warned, it's going to be at least 15, 20 minutes if you're lucky.
That's right. All right. We're back?
Yes.
Okay.
So how much time do we have?
Let's say 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about thrifting.
Okay.
Shift to the thrift.
All right.
And we mentioned this in our Barbs Tea service in Outlist. Thrifting is in.
Right.
Right. And it's new to Barbs Tea service, even though we've mentioned it quite a bit.
Right.
Introduced to us by some family members. And our most recent was Goodwill Hunting in Florida.
Right.
I did that with my daughter-in-law, Jenna.
Right.
She's a pro.
She is.
But it's getting even trendier. And we're seeing this this month. A couple of events just highlighted
right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them was last week at the Salvation Army store in Detroit.
Right.
And I want to thank Carol, good friend Carol, for sending me the link. It was a little piece on Local News 4.
Right.
And they had a representative from the Salvation Army.
Right.
And it's a pop-up event. First time they ever did this. All designer goods.
Right.
Clothing.
Yep.
And they called from 30 of their stores.
Right.
Put it in this one store.
Right.
And the representative said, as she was passing the store to get to the studio, there's already a line before they open the doors.
People like a bargain.
They do like a bargain. And what's really great about this is, you're helping this community. They help support people who are homeless, who need some extra help in various forms. So you're helping your community, but you're also getting a really great find at a bargain price.
Yes.
Win-win.
All
right. Another evidence of this popularity is this month the show aired. It's called The Thrifting Show. And this is hosted by Lara Spencer. May recognize her from Good Morning America.
Sure.
She also had a show called Flea Market Flip.
Okay.
That ran from 2012 to 2019.
Okay.
And I think we may have mentioned this in a previous podcast. They're not only recycling goods,
right,
but they are recycling show concepts as well.
There you go.
Flea Market Flip is very much
Yeah.
the same as that thrifting show.
They know what they're doing.
They do know what they're doing. So I watched a couple episodes. It's very much like Flea Market Flip. You got a couple of teams, and they're vying for who can decorate a room the best.
Yes.
With their find. They get a budget of $2,000,
Right.
2 days, and
there's a lot of drama.
there's a lot of drama. So they can get it at thrift stores. They can get it at garage sales, estate sales, dumpsters even.
Okay.
The only thing they can't do is, and you should pay attention to this, it can't be new and you can't steal it.
Oh. that takes the excitement out of it.
Yes. So, and then, so that's thrifting. Another thing that is, we noticed in BTS in Outlist, things that are, vintage are very much in,
right,
as well as some granny hobbies, like knitting.
Yes.
Look at that beautiful sweater that you have on.
Right.
And I thought about this because we did with the local family.
Yeah.
We saw Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling.
Great movie.
It was a great movie. And Ryan Gosling, he's got to save the planet.
Yeah.
But he also
and thrift, I guess.
Come up with some very kind of now cool attire.
Right.
A lot of funny T-shirts.
Right.
But he had this wolf cardigan.
Right.
And it's kind of in the same style as that. Turns out it was from a vintage pattern from Mary Maxim.
All right.
This crafting yarns company with their roots in Canada.
Right.
Started in the 1930s.
And Ryan Gosling is also Canadian.
He is also Canadian. Yeah. And this became, people were looking for this.
Right.
This sweater.
Yeah.
Mary Maxim now has a kit you can get for $89.99.
Right.
With this wolf sweater. They even have Ryan Gosling's picture on there wearing the sweater.
Shameless.
They sold out.
Yes.
So you can get on the waiting list.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
And that beautiful sweater was made by your mom.
Yes.
And that's.
Yep. I've had it for years.
You've had it for years. And that is, what, as old is new again.
Yes.
And you rock it just like
very good.
The bow tie.
And I'm old and I'm new.
You are. Okay.
All right.
So we'll talk a little bit more. We've got a couple minutes.
A couple minutes, yeah.
All right. So Mary Maxim, we're going to talk a little bit more about that store.
All right.
I want to make sure that I stop this so it doesn't buzz.
Okay.
Because it has a very interesting history, starting from Manitoba to Ontario to Port Huron.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
Yeah.
There is no Mary Maxim.
Yes. So, yeah.
They took a page from
Betty Crocker. Yeah, just you want to sell a cooking or baking mix, and you make up a lady to sell recipes,
and people think she's real.
Yeah, and that kind of did this thing with these sweaters, right?
Right, in the yarn business.
Yeah.
So as we're wrapping up, I just want to remind folks, or I want to tell folks, I don't even know if I remind them,
all right,
that our next podcast. 70th podcast.
Yes.
2-year anniversary.
Amazing. Can't get rid of us.
You can't.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna have we got a few fun things planned for that.
Right.
And I think I hear that sound.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Just to remind everybody that I'll post the blog links in our comment section.
Right.
I want to thank On TV Studio as always for helping us out, and my co-host. Arm Candy, Chris, and yes, it was me all along.
Okay, here we go.
And we like to say, please